I'm going to show you how to edit an epic trailer.
I want this more than ever.
And make it boom. So this is an edit done by one of our editors. I'm going to take it apart and put it back together to show you how to make an epic trailer. So once you've gone through your script and marked out all the good shots, the first step of your edit is to build the structure. Put all your sound bites down according to your script and also your voiceovers and graphic placeholders if you have any. So it should look something like this. Okay, so just play it through to make sure that everything sounds right.
This is my dream. I want to be a top model.
Believe me, I bring everything. I'm going to fight for it. One mistake, you'll just stumble down. And I can't let that happen.
It's not just about survival. I want to be the best.
I won't let anyone get in my way. To the top.
This season on Asia's Next Top Model, 14 girls are put to the test.
Okay, don't worry about the black holes for now because we're just going to focus on the structure and whether it fits within your overall duration. So if you need to shorten or reorder your sound bites, this is a good time to do it. So sometimes if you have very long sound bites, it helps to cut them down and put them together in a way where it just sounds much more dramatic. And this is what we call Frankenbite. So for example, these two sound bites.
I have to remember that I'm here to win. I am also a karate black belt, so don't mess with me.
Okay, so it's very long right now. If you just take these two sections and put them together, it will sound like this.
I'm here to win. Don't mess with me.
So put some dramatic music over and it will sound really good. Okay, so once you and your director are happy with the overall structure, you can start to figure out your music.
This is my dream. I want to be a top model.
Believe me, I bring everything. I'm going to fight for it.
Okay, so you have all your aspirations bites at the beginning. So you probably want like a slower track.
This is my dream. I want to be a top model.
And then at this point,
I won't let anyone get in my way. To the top.
This season on Asia's Next Top Model.
okay, so at this point, the voiceover starts and it sort of kicks off a whole section of what the series is about. So the music should change to maybe something more driving.
I won't let anyone get in my way. To the top.
This season on Asia's Next Top Model.
Okay, so that's pretty good. If you want, you can have one track of music for the whole section.
14 girls are put to the test.
Everything is so crazy. I'm ready to do whatever it takes.
I'm here to win. Don't mess with me.
But if it goes on for too long, it can get a bit monotonous. So sometimes if you have a good bite like this,
I'm here to win. Don't mess with me.
and this,
Get ready for the fight of my life.
it might be a good opportunity to create a dramatic pause here. So if you have a look at this track of music, so the beginning is nice, so we want to keep that. So let's find a nice break in this track so that we can do a back sync. Okay, so that's quite nice. You take this section and put it where you want the music to change.
Don't mess with me.
Okay, then we drag that out and see where it joins.
Are put to the test.
Okay, so there seems to be like a double beat there. Okay, so first you listen to the second part of the track. If you look at the waveform, you can see where the bigger beat is. It's about here. And then you go to the first part of the track. Okay, it's just over here. So if we just shift it over, it should sync up quite well.
Girls are put to the test.
Everything is so crazy. I'm ready to do whatever it takes.
I'm here to win. Don't mess with me. Get ready for the fight of my life.
They're going to be pushed.
Do not cry.
It just has a lot more impact. Okay, so sometimes when you have nice moments in the music and if you have voiceover or a soundbite over it at the same time, it's very hard to hear what's going on and you sort of waste the moment to have a nice montage. For example, like this.
Asia's Next Top Model.
I want this more than ever.
So you can't really hear what she's saying, and you also waste the nice beats in the music. So a simple fix would be to shift it like this, and this is what you get.
Asia's Next Top Model.
I want this more than ever.
So it's all about timing. So now that you're happy with the overall structure as well as the placement of the music, you can start to create your masterpiece. And so that means putting all the nice and most beautiful shots in, putting all the best moments on time to the music, cutting all your montages, and even adding some effects. Okay, so let's have a look at this edit that my colleague has been working on.
This is my dream. I want to be a top model.
Believe me, I bring everything. I'm going to fight for it.
Okay, so the edit's very nicely paced to the music, and what she's done here is actually add some flares and some swooshes as well, and that just gives it an extra layer of polish, which is very nice.
Believe me, I bring everything. I'm going to fight for it. One mistake, you'll just stumble down, and I can't let that happen.
It's not just about survival. I want to be the best.
I won't let anyone get in my way. To the top.
This season on
Okay, so over here, every time you see a big movement within a shot, it's nice to put a sound effect to highlight it. Okay, so there's a nice big movement there and another one here. So she's added some swooshes here, and this is how it sounds.
I won't let anyone get in my way. To the top.
So that works quite nicely. A trick that we like to use is when one track of music ends, and if the next track comes in on a strong beat, it's quite nice to use a reverse cymbal just to build the anticipation even more.
I won't let anyone get in my way. To the top.
this season on
So another way to further highlight the change in music track and also the change in mood is to add a visual transition. And so what she's done here is add a crash zoom and a swoosh as well. It just gives it a lot more movement.
In my way. To the top.
this season on Asia's Next Top Model. 14 girls are put to the test.
Everything is so crazy. I'm ready to do whatever it takes.
I'm here to win. Don't mess with me.
Get ready for the fight of my life.
Okay, so let's just watch that again.
Season on Asia's Next Top Model.
There's a very nice build-up of urgency here as the music starts to build. Shots with lots of movement are good. So I'll cut to the
I'm here
beat.
to win. Don't mess with me.
And right at the crescendo, bang, it cuts to black. So that worked really well. Okay, so you see how the sound effects that she's added has helped as well. Swooshes on the movement.
Don't mess with me.
And right where she cuts to black, you add a big hit sound effect.
Don't mess with me.
Get ready for the fight of my life.
They're going to be pushed
Do not cry. Oh shit.
to their limits.
So another thing that's quite nice here is the use of mini sequences. So for example, these 3 shots, if you just take this shot here where this girl is being carried away, it doesn't have much context. So if you add 2 more shots just to show her falling down and then maybe her lying on the ground, sort of looking a bit shocked, it just gives a bit more weight to the moment.
To their limits.
Give her air, guys.
Some will go beyond, while others will break.
I can't hold it anymore.
Jump! Higher!
Oh my god.
Don't hurt yourself.
For this section here, I quite like how she's placed the shots in time with the music. So if you listen to this track of music, there's a nice crescendo here, and that's quite good to put shots with big movement, like big falls or something dramatic. So she's placed it quite well here.
Oh my god.
Don't hurt yourself.
And of course added all these sound effects to really emphasize the moment.
Higher!
Oh my god.
Don't hurt yourself.
Who will have the strength,
Make this pain work for you.
How much do you want this?
grace, and beauty to go all the
I
way?
have to give it all that I've got.
Asia's Next Top Model.
I want this more than ever.
So as you can see, these are all the things that add up to make your trailer as epic as it can be. Use all the best shots that help with your story, add visual and sound effects, lay all the music at the right points, and you must add dramatic pauses. What you really want is to have everyone sitting at the edge of their seats and wanting more.
You know? Booms.